I'm finally proud to introduce the TV that is staying here forever. This is the new TCL 115 QM 7K TV. This thing weighs close to like 200 pounds. On the original install, it came on a giant like truck pallet. We had to get like 3-4 delivery guys to bring this thing in. The unboxing process was the biggest pain in the ass. Mounting this TV, you need like minimum 3 people. Like it was me, my buddy, even like my wife, Kat, helped out to lift this thing. It even comes with these little metal heavy duty handles that screw into the side just to be able to lift it, to give you some like extra leverage. And within this custom like TV console that I have, there is barely any room for this to fit. So we actually could only install them on one side, and the other person on the other side got pretty shafted. And once we managed to mount it onto the actual TV mount, it's staying there. This thing ain't moving. So if you do pick it up for yourself, just have a couple really strong like heavy duty friends that can lift this, because you cannot do this on your own. Even with 2 people is a bit of a stretch, and I'm like a pretty strong guy, and lifting this thing was no easy joke. But you can see how it literally fits into perfection in the space. Most people might just have the traditional leg, so it comes with the 2 leg options on the side. But if you do decide to wall mount it, just keep in mind that your back wall should probably be reinforced. You can't just look for the studs. We actually put like extra layers of plywood behind just for the mounting bracket to go on, because if this is just attached to drywall, that entire thing is kind of tumbling down. But what this TV does, especially the size, it introduces a large enough form factor that you can create like a true home cinema setup. Usually for above that 100-inch mark, you would drop 20-30 grand. This comes in at a more, I'll put quote unquote, at a reasonable price point for a consumer. Just like how we saw the smaller 100-inch form factor 4 or 5 years ago. Those TVs used to cost $20,000-$30,000. Now those have come down to $4,000 or $5,000 depending on the brand. Same thing with this. 115 is the new 100-inch TV. And I've actually partnered with TCL on this entire TV living room series. Not only this TV, but next door I've got the QM8L, which is their flagship TV, and a giveaway opportunity for one of you guys to win that very TV. I'll come over, I'll install it, I'll help you get everything set up and to kind of conclude this entire series. So just make sure you're subbed to the channel. Just enter where you would put this TV, what you would watch on it, or maybe potentially the size of TV that you want. I can't guarantee the 115-inch, but I will hook you guys up. So we'll get to that other TV in a second. But for this TV living room area space, I'm the biggest believer. If you have empty wall, you can theoretically go larger. And within this custom console that I've got built, this is the biggest that I can officially go. Like I could theoretically not even fit a 120-inch TV in here. You can see that it's mounted in front of the Japanese backdrop tile that I have, and if you haven't seen this custom console before, because I review so many of these TVs, I have the option to close each of these panels because I mentioned this thing is not coming off of the wall, and any new TVs that I want to review, I can just have it sitting on the stone shelf. You'll see the wood paneling behind, and you won't see that 115-inch as a backdrop. That's always been the thought process around the TV console. But for the actual performance and quality of the TV, I think TCL has done such a great job in that performance per like dollar ratio. Their pricing is so competitive, super attractive, and you still get really good performance. For the tech, so it's a QD mini LED TV. It has the TCL Halo control system, especially for LED TVs when you have, say, something like white on a black backdrop, something as simple as subtitles, you can usually see a bit of bloom. This really helps mitigate that. Of course, this is a 4K Ultra HD resolution panel. It's got a native refresh rate of up to 144 Hertz. So if you're watching anything a bit faster paced, if you're into sports content, the World Cup has like officially started this week. I am gonna watch every single World Cup game like on this TV. It looks great. Obviously, you can still use that in part for gaming as well. It's got a game accelerator mode up to 288 Hertz, and I actually ran a Forza 6 on this. Playing on this big screen is an absolute dream. Some of the visuals look fantastic. It's so immersive, and that's the benefits of having something this large. You feel like you're part of the game. Of course, you can get like super sweaty about it and say the optimal gaming experience. You're sitting, behind a gaming monitor on a PC getting 300 frames. Nothing beats sitting on a couch, especially when you do not have hours in the week to play games. This is somewhere where you can just kick back, relax, enjoy the experience, enjoy it with friends. This is where you want to be versus being a PC bro. I've currently got my Xbox plugged in right now, and if you happen to see the latest Nintendo news, Ocarina of Time just got a remake. This is where I will be playing that game, like beyond stoked to casually play games on this. You can still get pro gameplay footage as well if you want. On to the flip side of that, for higher end content, so it has a filmmaker mode, it's got HDR Ultra with Dolby Vision IQ, HDR10 Plus, HLG, it's got IMAX enhanced certification. Getting a TV like this is that big push for you to, maybe not go to a theater, not go to the movies. You can literally get a better viewing experience from home. I never feel like I have to leave the house. I don't have to pay, $30, $40 for snacks. I can drink what I want. I've got a kid now. It just makes sense for me to watch content at home. I have literally built my home cinema setup just right here. So the big thing on this TV that I'm probably looking to upgrade next is probably the sound system. So I'm just using an existing soundbar right now. I actually don't even have that turned on. I'm just using what is native to the TV. So the speakers on it. So it is a Onkyo 4.22 system. It has Dolby Atmos audio. I would say the sound quality is, good enough. You can use it on its own. But if you truly want to up that to a fully immersive surround sound system, you obviously need to get other speakers. And like I said, that's something that I'll work towards as my next little upgrade. So for the OS on this, just like most TCL TVs, it is running Google TV. You can see that the remote is pretty simple, intuitive to use. It's got a built-in microphone as well as being backlit. You've got some preset apps on it like Netflix, Prime Video, YouTube, Apple TV. If you can literally think of a streaming service, this thing has it. And the last thing that I really want to stress for this TV before we move on to the flagship, do not let the size dissuade you. It is still relatively thin for a panel of this size. Like I have 100-inch TVs. For example, I've got one downstairs. It's thicker. It's heavier than this, despite that being 15 inches technically smaller. It still has a really slim profile. TCL now does officially sell a wall flush mount to support this TV of this size. I just need to mention, make sure the people that are helping you install this are strong enough to lift close to 200 pounds. But that is this TV. Let us get on to the flagship. It's technically a bit smaller, and I've got it just over this way. Okay, so this last little area in my house, in my living room, is maybe the space that I'm most confused about on what to do with it. So I'm thinking of either making it like a little lounge space, maybe a small little library. I'm not too sure, but that's where I've decided to put the flagship. So right here behind me, this is the new TCL QM8L I mentioned. This one specifically is 75 inches, but you can go up to 98 inches. And this is the pinnacle or the most advanced tech that TCL offers in their TVs. So it's SQD mini LED tech, essentially super quantum dot mini LED. And the technology that kind of drives that is the TCL Deep Color System. So that's an advanced color suite that blends both super quantum crystals, so that's super QLED, and that gives 100% of the BT 2020 color space. Also TCL's Ultra Color filter and their advanced color purity algorithm for the most vivid picture quality that they currently offer. This also has their WHVA 2.0 Ultra panel system. So this offers higher contrast ratios and anti-reflective edge-to-edge zero border. As you can see, there is so much natural light in this room, literally 20-foot windows in this. The amount of sunlight coming into this room is truly next level. That's really why I wanted to test this TV out here. I'm not too sure if this is the final resting spot for it. I know that TCL has their A400 Pro, which is their art TV, which I might swap here. And this one I might move to my bedroom as an example. But right now, this is probably the harshest testing condition. As you can see, some cloud coverage kind of going. The color temperature shift here is crazy. Now it's getting literally darker as the cloud comes through that you can put this TV through. And even with these harsh viewing angles and all the light coming in, everything that I've been watching on this TV has just been absolutely stunning. So this TV also features an enhanced halo control system. So similar to the QM7K, this one has just been upgraded to really provide the least amount of blooming on all the images. Once again, you will really notice that in the dark contrast, if there's any sort of white light, any sort of blooming, it's really minimized on this panel. So this TV also features 4,000 plus discrete dimming zones, up to 6,000 peak nit brightness. Once again, if your room is somewhere naturally a bit brighter and you are looking for the brightest, most crisp, clearest TV available, this is the one that I would go for. Just like the QM7K, this is also running Google TV OS, so pretty much every single app that you can think of. It's intuitive. I've just got it connected to my phone as well. I logged in through my YouTube account, and it also has an upgraded remote. So this one has a nice silver finish. It's almost like a pro remote compared to the black one from the previous TV. Right now you can see that I've just got it on wallpaper mode, kind of cycling through the photos, but let me know where the final destination of this TV should go and help me out in this little nook. What should I create here in this little area? And remember, One of these TVs is going to one of you guys, so just make sure you comment below what you would watch, what World Cup team you guys are cheering for. Are you going to go to any games, or maybe you're actually like playing games on your TV? Are you excited for, you know, the next Zelda? What would you use on a TV like this? And I will hopefully pick someone from the kind of description. I'm sure TCL will do most of the coordinating on the back end to ship out the TV, and hopefully we can meet up. I'll record some content and yeah, announce the winner in one of my next episodes. So good luck. Hope you enjoyed my full TV tour. Like, we reviewed multiple TVs in this video in different spots in my place. And if there's any upgrades, like I said, this house is going to fall apart before that 115-inch one comes off that wall. And I'll catch the rest of you in one of my next ones. Peace.